Hey everybody, welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and interesting news coming in from HBO Max. Everybody's been talking about the Snyder Cut and maybe Cyborg and things happening there, but it looks like HBO Max is stepping up to reveal that there's more in store over there with other superhero characters they're working on. They just announced that a new Batman series is dropping from Matt Reeves. So this is a series that will follow the Gotham City Police Department, the same Gotham City Police Department that will be set in the same world as Matt Reeves is the Batman upcoming with Robert Pattinson. So interesting information here. So let's go through this report and we can break it all down. So it's going to be done by Terence Winter, who did Boardwalk Empire. This is pretty exciting. So, Untitled police drama will be set in the same universe as the forthcoming feature film. They've teamed up for this police drama set in the crime-infested streets of the Caped Crusader's hometown, Gotham City. Terence Winter, who did Boardwalk Empire and also worked on Sopranos, will write and executive produce the series. I mean, that's good pedigree right there. Which is coming with a series commitment from HBO Max. So, HBO, like, think of this. Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire. But now in the world of Gotham City, I mean, I'm already like, ooh, this could be real good. So anyway, the Warner Brothers television also involved. Series does not yet have a title, though some have been calling it Gotham Central, which harkens back to the police procedural comic from Ed Brubaker and Greg Rucka, GCPD. Either way, it would deal with the police detectives working in the shadow of one very bat-like vigilante. I'm going to go and tell you more about Gotham City in a second, but let's keep reading the article. Here's a cool wrinkle. The show will operate in the same universe as Reeves' movie The Batman, which stars Robert Pattinson. It also has Jeffrey Wright in the role of detective or police commissioner James Gordon. HBO Max says the series will be set in the world of Reeves is creating for the Batman feature film and will build upon the motion picture's examination of the autonomy of corruption in Gotham City, ultimately launching a new Batman universe across multiple platforms. The series provides an unprecedented opportunity to extend the world established in the movie and further explore the myriad of compelling and complex characters of Gotham. It's unclear whether Wright and Pattinson would appear in the show. No castings have yet been made at this early stage, sources say. This is an amazing opportunity not only to expand the vision of the world I'm creating in the film, but to explore it in the kind of depth and detail that only a long-form format can afford, says Reeves in a statement. And getting to work with the incredibly talented Terence Winter, who has written so insightfully and powerfully about worlds of crime and corruption, it is an absolute dream. Project comes together as Reeves moves his overall deal from Disney 20th Century Fox over to Warner Brothers TV, and would be one of the first projects out of the pact. Reeves' film deal remains with Netflix. Our collaboration with Warner Brothers and DC allows us to elaborate and grow fan connections across these powerful brands for years to come, stated HBO Max chief Kevin Reilly. This is Batman as most audiences have never seen him before. So we know fans will want to spend more time in this new world inspired by the film. Reeves' production company will produce. This is all everybody involved. Gotham City's Finest already has been the subject of a TV series, Gotham, which ran on Fox from 2014 to 2019, focused on relatively young James Gordon, played by Benjamin McKenzie, and featured the origins of Batman's Rogues Gallery. And CW already airs Batwoman, the Batman-centric show that this week tapped a new, Javisa Leslie to replace Ruby Rose. HBO Max is developing a lot of DC-centric shows, including top writers from J.J. Abrams and his Bad Robot, which we know he's working on Justice League Dark. And Winter is repped by, also wrote Wolf of Wall Street, which is one of my favorites, Scorsese's. And his work on Sopranos earned him 12 Emmy nominations and 4 wins. So this is pretty massive. This is a pretty interesting deal. I mean, you got to remember they've done this with Gotham, but doing it on HBO doubles down on sort of what Marvel can't do. Let's remember that, because Marvel, with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything they do, and what DC has done so far on TV with The Flash and everything, can't really get gritty like Sopranos style. But to really build this world with Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson, and then have us to be able to understand the underbelly of what's going on, I think it's pretty exciting. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or watched my Batman plot point. You should. I'll link it up again. Go check the iCard. I'll put it at the end, I guess, as well. But I broke down sort of the version of Batman, and it's to give you the short version. It's we all know this, but it's a straight detective story. And it focuses on Riddler. Riddler's the main baddie in this, and there's other moments and stuff, but Riddler is the lead investigation. But it's clear it's all about the crime in Gotham, and Batman trying to sort of get his way there and working closely with Jeffrey Wright rather, to solve the crimes. And so, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. I mean, I didn't see Gotham, so I can't speak for that. I know that Gotham. I mean, Gotham Central as a comic. If we look through what that actually did, because I was unfamiliar, but I looked through sort of what their episode, issues rather. But this it was did relatively well. It was okay. But what was interesting about it, it focuses on detectives Marcus Driver, Romy Chandler, Renee Montagna, Crispus Allen, and Josie Mack. Superiors Commissioner Michael Atkins, Captain Maggie Sawyer, and Lieutenant Ron Probson. Also prominently, Jim Corrigan, a corrupt CSI, is near the end of the series, and then it still had a long list of supporting characters of Batman, James Gordon, and Harvey Bullock. So these are they made reoccurring appearances, although Batman himself, while not often seen, played a prominent role in the series. So Batman shows up in this show, and I would think he would have to show up in this show, but they could probably use like a stunt double. They could figure out a way to have, Robert Pattinson's silhouette in some shots, even maybe a voice, and that way he doesn't have to actually be there a lot, which could be a smart way to sort of still have him drop in one from time to time to get some excitement, but, let the story go. But what's interesting about the issues, and even when you think about Gotham, this would be an opportunity for them to drop a lot of villains. And everyone who thinks there's going to be a million villains in the Batman, there's not. It's not the Long Halloween. They don't go to Arkham. And so this could be an interesting way to sort of get some of these characters that are in the movie to actually be more involved. And I would mark my words, I suspect Colin Farrell might have a big part in this show. The way they sort of, I've read about the Penguin is he's more, not the Penguin, he's more of like a city candidate or something. I forget. I got to go back and rewatch my own video. Go check it out. But my point being, because this is now Terence Winter, it's an HBO series, this could be an interesting deal that they've already placed with a lot of this the talent. Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Paul Dano, whoever they decide to be their Joker. This could be an interesting way to sort of like, yeah, you're going to do a movie, but you'll also drop in a couple episodes of the show and sort of make that be their MCU deal where they can sort of cross through, multiple pictures, but pictures being episodes as well of the series. Because HBO Max has to step up and do what, Disney Plus is doing. And if they can get this going, and if they can have an amazing Batman series, and they have an awesome Green Lantern series, and it's really gritty and feels more feature length and not less soapy like some of the CW verse, let's be honest, is starting to feel. It has been felt for years. If they can really get gritty and keep it more contained, 8-10 episodes max, keep these short and sweet per season, this could be awesome. But so going through what, like Mr. Freeze shows up, Firebug, different villains, smaller villains, Two-Face, Joker shows up in issue 3, or what is this, 12? Huntress, Mad Hatter, Penguin's involved, Black Spider. I don't even know who's that. Wow. So my point being, Catwoman. So the Flash. Oh, it's Flash villain, Dr. Alchemy. This is just interesting to go. Poison Ivy. Robin shows up, and then Teen Titans. It could be an interesting way to sort of introduce a Robin character. What's so great is this builds up the world where you could figure out a really cool, strong character that gets to debut in the show and then become a big part of the movie. It's an interesting thing we're doing because it's like, are people going to like that? Are people going to like that the MCU now and Marvel is going to you have to watch the Disney Plus shows in order to know what's going on in the movies? HBO is clearly noticing and not wait until that happens. They're clearly getting in gear and trying to make sure they do it. And look, I don't know. We don't know about this Batman, but everyone's been talking about Zack Snyder getting back into the fold and doing his version of things, and people wanting Batfleck. The Batman is a big priority for Warner Brothers and for Matt Reeves, and they need that to be a hit for them. Now we could potentially have a lot of stuff happening, and if Michael Keaton really does come back, which I'm crossing my fingers he does, because that's just a fun, out there but still slightly grounded, cool idea to sort of unite all the fandoms to be like, all right, well, Michael Keaton's back as like the real Batman and he's following the multiverse. I love that, which then allows for a Pattinson, even Ben Affleck, to come back, which I don't think he's going to do, but I'm guessing that. I don't believe that rumor that Ben Affleck's making a movie, but anything's possible these days. 2020, we've learned don't believe what you read. But with Michael Keaton, I've heard the deal's there. It's just he's got to decide to do it. And I hope that it closes, and I hope we get it at Fandom. Who knows? But this, I'm surprised they didn't announce this there. Maybe they will. But this being a full-fledged series of Gotham Central, I'm down. I would be shocked if we don't get Jeffrey Wright or someone from that cast leading this. Colin Farrell, somebody leading this show feels to me like would make sense. In fact, before I wrap up with you, I'm just making sure I didn't get my tipsters because I did write out something. Okay, no, I didn't get anything yet. I wanted to beat this before it's pressed, but I will keep you. I'm getting out there trying to get some feelers of, do we know more about this show yet? I will keep you looped in as I find out more. What do you guys think about this? Is this exciting to you? Does this get you more excited for Matt Reeves, that they're already like, you know what, we're invested in this world. We like what we see so far. Clearly, we want to double down. Let's go check out this whole world. Do you want to see a world that's just the crime, like Nolan's? Would you have wanted to watch just that end of it? Like Aaron Eckhart, maybe, or, that, what's his name? Eric Roberts. Who was he playing? Falcone and stuff. Like, would you have wanted that sort of world? What do you think? Is that something enough? Or should we focus on, let's get the Batman right first and then do it? The problem is, you got to get it in production and writing. Otherwise, it's never going to get done. So, I like this. I like the confidence in Warner Brothers in this, and I like that HBO Max is stepping up to give us some cool long-form content and bringing in someone like Terence Winter. That's a big name there. To be like, all right, well, if we could do a crime version of Gotham City, if we could do like a Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire, but about Gotham City, get the guy who did it. Aside from David Chase, Terence Winter's next on the list, I would say, is who can handle something like that, and to get that sort of style with the supervillains, count me in. I'm on board. What do you guys think? Tell me down in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe for more information. You can check out the Batman story here. Check out also my latest over at Movie World, where I break down awesome theories. It's 40th anniversary of Airplane. I did a really fun retrospective on that, so go support it if you can. Thanks so much. See you soon. Bye.